All right, we're gonna kick this off today. Listen to this.
Through the nights I thought I wouldn't see another day. Ain't nobody clapping for me, so I'm clapping for myself.
Okay, Inga Rose is an AI artist, and she has gone viral over the last month. She had like several songs in the top 100 on iTunes, and her songs were fully generated by Suno. What does this mean for us as musicians? What does it mean for the industry? Let's dive in, we're gonna talk about it.
Still I stayed alive.
So I don't think that it's inherently bad that it's an AI song, but a lot of people didn't know. It's interesting though, because on her Instagram, she even has a post that's like, Inga Rose, the writer, is real. So there's a lot happening in the music world right now saying, wait a minute, she's not a real artist? I didn't know that. I thought that she was a real person. I thought this was a real singer. So there was a lot of pushback because people thought that it was real, but it was fully AI generated. For all of us who, you're here, you're a musician, you care about your career, you care about your blood, sweat, and tears that you pour into your music, can you tell? Listen to this again. Can you tell that it's AI generated?
Even with no clear view, nothing stopping me. It's your eye.
Okay, I can tell. There are several unique qualities to a Suno output that trigger right away to my ears. I can tell there's a certain quality to the vocal, to the processing on the vocal. I've experimented quite a bit with Suno because I want to bring informed information to you guys and bring informed thoughts and opinions and data. And so I have looked at it a lot, and all of the female vocalist outputs, a lot of them have this similar quality, and I can just tell right away. So I'm curious, tell me in the comments, can you tell if this is AI generated? Well, why does it matter? I think that it's important for us to look through the lens. What does this do to the reputation I have with my fans, to my relationship with my fans? If I am dishonest about who I am or the music that I'm putting out, leading people to believe, even if you didn't say it, like, oh, I'm real, right? Even if you didn't say that, it is deceptive. And I think there is a trust broken with the fans who feel a little bit like they had a fast one pulled over them. And then it's hard to rebuild that. It really is. I mean, this is all over the place. Forbes has got an article on it. There's a real person behind this. Human written lyrics, they say. Singers who want to bring songs to life or need a writer, reach out. Stems and arrangement refined using Suno. So there it is, but people didn't seem to know at first, and it really caused an upset in, her fan base. And so that's the first thing that I personally take away is, man, there's transparency. It's not just for legalities. I think it's ethical, and I think that it's important for us to build that trust with our fans if you really want to make a go of this and you really want to make a career out of it. There are so many people who are having fun with Suno, and that's great. Go ahead and do that. But for those of us who are trying to build a full-time living with our music, that transparency is huge, because the people who listen to your music, the people who pay for your services, and that's one of the big things that we teach here at Produce Like a Boss, is how to empower you to take control of your whole career so that you're not relying on streaming, right? You don't have to generate 100 songs and release them every single day to be able to generate the streaming royalties that you need to make a full-time living. No, you actually can build songs that you love, build them in your DAW, use AI as creative inspiration. Yeah, great, I do, a lot of people do. Then you can hire out your services. So you're building trust with the people who buy your products too. Like, if you don't disclose that you used AI on a production project that you're working on and it was for a big client, you could get into some real trouble if that was a non-start for them. If it was in their terms of service and the contract you signed or whatever, that could be a really big problem for you. So it's important for us, I think, to build that rapport with our fans, and that's why this is a big deal. Now, before we keep going, if you're serious about making money with your music, I have something fun for you. Take our 60-second quiz, and we'll send you the next steps that fit your level, time, and budget. It's totally free. Just answer some quick questions. Click the link below, and you can get started right away. This article says it's not clear who's behind the person Inga Rose. Now, I think since then, it's maybe this person has identified themselves. I guess I'm not sure. Let's read here. The latest AI-generated artists to find success on the charts as services like Suno have garnered significant popularity. It's not about invoking fear for us. I don't want people to walk away from these to be afraid and be like, oh great, I'm gonna tank my career because of AI and it's on the scene and this is the worst. No, but we do need to be aware, and we do need to make sure that we're smart and we're disclosing and we're honest and all of those things. I think your listeners care if it's fake. And I think we saw that with this artist here, where she released the song and people found out that it was fake, and they do care. Do you care about that? And if not, then go ahead. But I think it's an important question for us to ask ourselves, and our listeners are more savvy than we give them credit for. And they do want heartfelt, emotional music too, not just the lyrics. And as she said, she's like, hey, come at me, but I am a lyricist. That's great. But I think people really also want to connect with the music. They want to feel something. I actually even have a playlist that I use just for me that's like songs that take me somewhere. And they're just the most random smattering. It's hilarious for anybody else to listen to. But it's like these songs inspire me. So when I'm feeling writer's block or whatever, like I go and listen to those. So I think that our fans and the people who listen to our music really want that. We should pay attention to it. TikTok has really changed a lot of the conversation because this went viral on TikTok. TikTok rewards hooks and emotion and relatability and all the things. It's not rewarding musicianship or years of experience, those kinds of things. And so it's easier to go viral on TikTok. And so now all of a sudden, if the song goes viral on TikTok and everyone's like, oh, cool, it's on TikTok, it must be awesome. It just fits into the algorithm, but is it really connecting with people, or is it just viral for a little bit and then it dies? And we have to decide as artists if that's what we want. Do you want to just go viral and then have to ride that viral wave all the time? Because, you have to have another great output, right? Because you're relying on that. You're relying on money from going viral. You're relying on the different streaming services. Or do you actually want to build something that's sustainable, that lasts? And here's the other thing. There is a big difference between jumping on the AI bandwagon because it can help us with creative spark and help us go faster, all the things, and putting all of our eggs in the AI basket. I know people in both camps, and I think it's just important for us to think long term that AI is not going to stay this way. The rules around it are probably not going to stay this way. They're probably going to get tighter. They're going to get more restrictive. And so some might say like, well, I'm just going to ride the gravy train while I can. Okay, but maybe you'll run into copyright issues down the line. Maybe you'll run into legalities down the line. We don't actually know because we are still in the Wild West of AI and music. For me personally, I want to build connection with people, and I want to build a sustainable business where I don't have to worry about, oh, I got to go viral on this next song, or this song has to chart, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to pay my bills, or I'm not going to be able to pay off the bill of hiring out all of this stuff to make this album. No, I actually want to build something where I love my life and I have the margin that I want and that I need, and I can be with my family when we invest in our skills and we invest in being able to take songs into our DAW and to be able to sing on our own or do the instruments on our own. Then we're building a skill that lasts, because we don't actually know what's going to happen in AI and music. The second point of real opportunity for us, so the first is we really need to build that trust with our fans. And then the second, if you want to build a life in music that you love where you're not relying on going viral and streams, then you got to build a skill. Third, I think the real opportunity for us is that storytelling and that emotion that I was talking about. AI can't replicate that. You can tell. I can tell that that's an AI vocalist, and you can love it, you can hate it, but I can tell. So we have to decide what to do with that, right? You have to decide what's best for you and what to do with that. But if you're sitting here going, I'm nervous about this, I'm going to get buried in a sea of AI songs, I can't keep up with it. Well, I think that that's going to be your unique edge. Your unique sound, your fully human sound that only you can create, that is going to be your unique edge. edge, your personality, and the community that you're building. That's going to matter. That's going to help you be in this for the long haul and not a viral sensation or a one-hit wonder that they talk about in 30 years. Like, whatever happened to that one person who had like 3 hit songs? What was her name again? What was his name again? No, because you've actually built something that lasts. So for you, if you're scared, if you're worried, just know that you're not alone, that this is not the end. I really think it's just the beginning. Whether you love this or hate this, that she was chart topping, you have a story to tell. You have a voice, you have expression and musicianship in you. And so I encourage you to keep sharing that with the world because we need it now more than ever. And that unique edge, that's gonna be what makes you stand out. And so I would love to hear from you in the comments. Tell us, are you enjoying listening to AI fully generated music or are you not? Can you tell and it makes you feel disconnected? Let's continue the conversation in the comments because we wanna hear from you. Now, one of the things that Produce Like a Boss is all about is we are all about, like I said, helping you build a life in music that you love, but also with that, equipping you with the skills that you need to do that. Do we use AI? Yes, we do. Are we anti-AI? No, we are not. I have said that in so many videos, and it's always so funny to me when people come in the comments and are like, AI hater. Never said that. But we use it to sharpen us. We use it to make us faster or as a creative spark like you would in a songwriting room. But then we teach you the skills you need to take it into your DAW and build it into something that is fully yours, fully human generated. And so if you're curious about that and you want to learn more, the easiest next step is our 60-second producers quiz. It's at the link below. It is 4 quick questions, so probably less than 60 seconds. And we will give you your exact next step for where you are now. That's all I got for you today. We'll see you in the next one.